Good morning and welcome to Weekly News Trend on the Trumpet TV. The Federal Capital Territory has approved contracts valued at over 8.4 billion for waste management, security enhancement and emergency relief for flood victims as part of measures to strengthen infrastructure and service delivery in Abuja. The approvals were granted at the Council's 18th meeting. Commissioner for Works and Energy Development in Adamawa State, Adamu Atiku Abubakar, has formally resigned his position after serving 2 successful terms in office. Abubakar characterized his tenure as an honor of immense significance, pledging continued loyalty and support to the administration developmental agenda even after stepping down from office. The federal government has commenced the implementation of Executive Order 9 of 2026, which mandates that oil revenues be deposited directly into Federation Accounts Allocation Committee. Wale Edun, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, announced this in a statement released on Monday following a meeting of the Implementation Committee. The federal government has explained that a technical glitch was responsible for the delay in the payment of February's salaries to Treasury-funded workers, assuring that disbursement has now commenced across the country. The Federal Ministry of Education has entered into a strategic collaboration with the National Population Commission to incorporate birth registration and demographic data into Nigerian school enrollment and education planning framework. The minister noted that embedding birth registration into school admission procedures would help to ensure appropriate age placement for pupils and strengthen the credibility of academic records nationwide. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has commenced the sale of application forms for the 2026 Direct Entry Program. In a notice shared on its official X account, the examination body announced that the registration begin on Monday, March 2nd, 2026, and will close on Saturday, April 25th, 2026. The federal government has approved 48 billion for the upgrade of engineering and technology faculties in 12 selected universities across the country's 6 geopolitical zones. The approval was announced in Abuja on March 2nd, 2026 by the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, during the launch of the Ministerial Monitoring, Evaluation and Implementation Committee on 10th for Special High Impact Invention Projects. That is all the trends I have for you today on Weekly Trends on the Trumpet TV. I am Blessing Oziwo. Coming up next is Sports Trends with Stephen Jumbo on the Trumpet News TV.
Good morning and welcome to the Sport Update. It has been a thrilling week across world football, with major matches lighting up Europe and fresh developments emerging in the race to 2026 FIFA World Cup. We begin in Europe, where the UEFA Champions League delivered another round of high-stakes knockout drama. European giants including Real Madrid, Liverpool FC, Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich were all in action as they raced for a place in the quarterfinals. Fans retreated to attacking football, late goals and crucial results that could shape the remainder of the tournament. Meanwhile, domestic leagues across Europe continue to produce gripping contests. In the English Premier League, top clubs kept the pressure on in the title and top forays, while Spanish La Liga, Italy's Serie A and Germany's Bundesliga all delivered crucial weekend fixtures as teams battled for silverware and European qualification. Now to African football, where attention has been focused on the eligibility dispute involving the Nigerian national football team and the DR Congo national football team over the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff. Nigeria had filed a protest alleging that DR Congo fielded ineligible players during the playoff encounter, which ended on draws before DR Congo triumphed 4-3 on penalties. However, the latest communication from FIFA confirms DR Congo among the nations set to participate in the upcoming Intercontinental Playoff tournament, effectively ending Nigeria's hope of securing a place at the World Cup through the protest. The confirmed teams for the playoff tournament include DR Congo, Bolivia, Iraq, Jamaica, New Caledonia, Suriname. The competition will determine the final 2 spots at the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And that's your football roundup for the week. I'm your sport anchor, bringing you the latest from the world of football. Stay tuned for more updates.